Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Allegiant Stadium, home of the Raiders, right here in Las Vegas, Nevada. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Florida Gators, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Nittany Lions' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And he'll just take a knee and this drive will start at the 25. So Florida's offense will go on the attack first. And they were in the market for a guy to make an impact on the ground, and they found him in this transfer, guys.
This was an offense that needs explosive plays, so bring this dude in at the running back position and let him go. I can't wait to see what he's able to do today.
Man, let's see if he can earn the respect of his teammates. You know, you've done this and you have experience elsewhere. Now you get to do it for your squad, for your new team, all the hype. Let's see what he's got.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit, but talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Going to the ground. Inside the 45. On the move at the 30. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off on the ground with a 58-yarder for 6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. It's not always easy to know what you're going to get when you come into a new situation as a transfer, but one thing, David, that will translate for this guy, when there's a hole, he knows how to hit it.
Yeah, and how nice is it to have a guy, man, you know exactly what he is, who he is. He's been around your program. He knows the lessons you want him to teach. He's the guy you want him to be, and now he gets to step in as a senior with all the...
Turning it on! Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Offense working from the pistol. The running back has it. Across the 45. Still running at the 40. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. You're not going to keep the the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he's going to try to return this one. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Guys, let's chat about Florida. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going deep. Pulls it in down the sideline. There he goes. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
Man, I think sometimes QBs know before the snap who they're going to. You can tell he looks to the right immediately, knows his guy's going towards the middle of the field, reads the safety, put the ball on the money, over the linebackers, away from the safety, gets the big catch, and he walks into the end zone for a touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Clemson was far from the friendly confines of Death Valley, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. To the air, it's Lynch. Got the quick pass. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
He's now up to 75 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. To the air on 1st down. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down.
But on that outbreaking route, really it's designed for the receiver to make the catch before falling out of bounds. Nice timing and anticipation by the quarterback on that throw.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. This time they'll go to the running game. Turns it on in midfield. He's loose. The 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Penn State.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he made the extra point without problem. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished the deal with a 60-yard run to the house. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Leaves it with the back. Oh, better look out. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Gators want to pick up the tempo.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they've completely flipped the field.
Looking to throw on first down. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Tight end now in motion. Gives it on the option. Fights off a defender. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off this guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they go back on top.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Plenty of points on the board early, and they've got it back trailing by 3, 17-14. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's Lynch. Pucks it out of the air.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. At midfield, he's got room. Oh, there's an alley on the left. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
This offensive line takes a lot of pride. They're very good at communicating, and they love pushing fronts around. You're seeing it on that last play, breaking off a long run, doing it early in the season in the opening game. That sets the tone for this offense.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. The quick out. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Back to throw, it's Lynch. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. They'll send out the kicker here. Smashes it between the uprights. And that's going to give us a tie ball game.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see some of the offense talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the play.
But that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball, and they did it there.
100%, especially guys that are so big and strong and elusive nowadays. They're going to break tackles. Keep swarming, keep hitting them. Next guy, don't assume the tackle's going to be made.
He's now up to 83 yards rushing in the early going, and he is making an impact in the first game of the season. Nestles it in at the 35. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
feet. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Quarterback may change this route. To the air. It's Lynch. The throw to the outside is complete. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the first down. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. He's going to get a property tax bill in the end zone because this guy is spending a lot of time there. He might start taking aim at some of those Nittany Lion touchdown records.
Yeah, and those are some records. I mean, you start talking about Larry Johnson and Saquon Barkley and all the Kajana Carter going back. I mean, so many great running backs at Penn State. To be on that list, to be talked about in that vein, I think you're having yourself a day.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Nebraska rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that's produced winners of the award from Johnny Rodgers to Mike Rozier to Eric Crouch. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Pulls it, fired complete. This guy runs with some attitude, discarding tacklers, and works his way to the 19.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick, the offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
A 3rd down try for the offense. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Lets it fly on the move. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Touchdown, they'll try to do it again on this one. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw. It's Lynch. Good timing on the quick out. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. You start the season, top 25, clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. The give. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Awesome body control and great job, too, knowing where he is on the field to make sure he got his feet down in bounds. At this point, this guy's been open all over the field, and if I'm the QB, man, I keep throwing him the ball.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to throw on first down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
See, I like this tight end because he's not just running flat routes and little stick routes and drags. This guy can get vertically down the field. He showed you his speed there running the crosser.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run play action. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make a connection.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football. And sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long. And right there, I think he did. He'd probably want that throwback.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. This one's complete. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter.
31.
Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period, first down here. Wants to throw on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. They had some holes to fill on the roster. They've gone into the pool. They brought in a pretty decent haul. How good do you think this staff feels right now addressing those areas of need, David?
Well, I think you feel really good about bringing in quality depth, experience depth. But now the trick is to merge it with your other guys and everybody get on the same page, and moving in the same direction.
The coaching staff is so excited, too. They feel like if they can stay healthy, they can take an extra step versus where they were a year ago because of these new bodies they found through the portal.
The throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lowry. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Got his man on the right. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Right down the middle. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. The give to the back. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Great timing there on that throw by the QB on the out route. Gets it to his guy just in time. He makes the catch, and his momentum takes him out of bounds.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Single back formation, and they give it to him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the defense is going to have more plays like this. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop. Maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game. So if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll move the wide receiver. Running into the open space. There he goes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Looking to fire. And the defense, got him at the 27.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got his man. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
Just needs a crack to get a return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Dropping back, it's Lynch. There's the pressure. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Gator fans love to see their teams light up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success and that reached the highest mountaintops, they had great defense to go with it. This defense playing well.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's complete to the right. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Finds his tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the 1st.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. on the option. Now the toss. Got the first down and more. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Quick release by the QB. Touchdown, Gators! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he tacked on the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. UCLA was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Bruins performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. All that speculation all week, and now we know.
Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. He's topped 150 yards on the ground. 18 Nittany Lion backs have gone for 2K. They've had some great names in history. Franco Harris, Lydell Mitchell, John Cappelletti, Saquon. Maybe this guy's going to be remembered among those legends.
Man, that's crazy to go back and think about those guys and those kind of playmakers coming from one school. I want to be the next guy. That's why you want to go to Penn State to put your name on that list.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Hands it off. Crosses the 45. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might be calling a hot route. Scanning the field, it's Lynch. Quickly complete. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Here's the handoff. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
And the Nittany Lions come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They want to run this quarterback. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quick strike complete.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
This quarterback part of their running game. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. The Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Back to throw, it's Lynch. Quick completion on the out. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Firing to the right, complete. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on fourth down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This has been a spectacular offensive showcase so far, David.
This has been unbelievable. The fireworks has been amazing. This is modern offense now. Palmer, when you look at college football, there's a lot of scoring, and defenses hadn't had a lot of answers.
No, this game's been a track meet, man. So if you're on offense right here, keep the pedal to the metal. Keep the tempo going, stay aggressive.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And the Gators can really attack on this second and short. Powers through the defender. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line's going to have to play a lot better here.
Makes the grab. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got the back into the middle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Motion from the wideout. Running it to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
And the Gators come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
But when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Using the quick game. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You can flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Back open in the middle. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3-spot before the break. Splits the uprights. Good. And we are all tied up here in the second.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Allegiant Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Gators will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. He might want another play. Looking for a man. It's Lynch. Got his man quickly. He makes the tackle at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 5, and they'll